Hey you, it's another beautiful day. My viewer Anaya Young had requested that we take a look at some popular songs and the conspiracies behind them. So we're gonna do that for him today. And I found so many that I just grabbed a whole bunch of them to throw them in today's video, and we're definitely gonna have to revisit this on another day. Before we do anything, if you can help me tickle that algorithm and hit that like button so this video can be recommended to more people, and it'll help my channel grow. Now that that's been taken care of, let's watch some stuff.
Anyone ever actually listen to the lyrics of the song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, which was, keep in mind, written almost 25 years ago?
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. And little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. It's the end of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. Hey, outside your very well, it breaks the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your kin, or is that war you're waging? Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the spheres singing songs off station to station? And Elderon's not far away, it's Californication. Only raised by those that praise control of population. And everybody's been there, and I don't mean no vacation.
All right, be honest now. Show of hands. How many of y'all have been singing that song wrong for the last 25 years? I totally have. When I was younger, I never bought like albums, right? And I had a few. They were like gifted to me, but I never really went and bought albums. And then like you get the pamphlet, right, that has all the words. I never did that, so I never read the words. I never even looked them up. I thought I had them down. I was wrong. Yeah. Sorry I had to take the music out. For some reason, YouTube's like, no, you can't play it. And then when I took the music out and it was just the words, they're like, sounds good. So yeah, those are crazy words. Now I knew that Californication was about like how California is fake. The like allure of California is not real. It's all fake, because that's all that California is, and I hate it. But I had no idea that the words were that deep, and they are just spot on. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. At the risk of being redundant and repeating myself, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, and then come back tomorrow, because I'm making a new video every day.
You know how in every single radio song, they always use like la 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 la.
Oh, not another word, just la 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 la.
Or rah rah
Rah, rah,
What does that mean?
They're all names of Egyptian gods.
No way.
The most famous one is the deity Nana, the moon god, a Mesopotamian moon god. So singing these songs is what? It's preaching, praying to that thing. So you hear Rihanna say it all the time. In bare songs they do it though. Another one, in Egyptian culture, Ra is the sun god, the creator of all other gods and humans. And you can hear Lady Gaga singing.
What other ones are there?
La la la. Tyler, the creator. So La is the deity, is a minor ancient Egyptian moon god who eventually becomes Khonshu. This god is supposed to be the one that helps Moon Knight. I don't know if you know Marvel like that.
No.
But that's the moon god.
These fellas come up with some pretty interesting theories, and sometimes they're really hit or miss. And I mean, La and Ra, yeah, I get it. Okay, it's an Egyptian god, but it's also a common filler. I mean, unless it is what it is, because they say, you know, in the music industry, you have to sell your soul to the devil, and in Hollywood and all of that stuff. So maybe they sold their soul to an Egyptian god. It's a bit of a reach, but still a good theory.
Did this song from 1969 predict the events of 2024? This theory says yes. So back in 1969, there was a song that was released called Age of Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by a band named The Fifth Dimension. In their lyrics, they speak very specifically about what the Age of Aquarius is and what will happen during the Age of Aquarius. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Age of Aquarius just began on January 20th of 2024. The band detailed that during the age of Aquarius, there will be harmony and understanding, sympathy, trust abounding, and no more falsehoods or lies. And at the very beginning of 2024, the age of Aquarius, this is already happening. There has been news about aliens and extra-dimensional beings, billionaires and millionaires coming out and being candid about their preparation for the end of the world by building bunkers. Big governments and individuals being exposed for lying, cheating, stealing, and hurting other people. And most importantly, news about World War III has been coming out day after day, warning us that something big is about to happen and that our world will change forever. Now, although some are hopeful for the age of Aquarius, others are actually very fearful of it because some believe that the world will end during the age of Aquarius, which is right around now. Now, whether you believe in astrology or if this band was right or wrong, none of that matters. We do see that something is changing and happening in our world right now, and we have to be prepared for it. So are you prepared for the age of Aquarius and what's to come? Tell me what you think in the comments.
I tried to put the song in here, but YouTube said no, so I had to take it out. And now you have to go and listen to it on your own and listen to the words because they're very interesting. And even if you don't believe in astrology like this guy said, there are a lot of interesting events happening right now. And I've talked about the Adam and Eve story and how the earth is basically due for a reset. So somebody knows about it and they're preparing for it. And maybe we should all be like, hey, let's build a bunker for like the people who don't have billions of dollars.
Did you know that if you listen to Ed Sheeran songs in reverse, there's evil hidden messages? For example, this song normally sounds like this.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do.
I just reversed the audio and I can't believe what my ears are hearing.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full.
The people who control the music you listen to own the prisons that they eventually want to send you to. If this does not make you think, what will?
So get this, the link between the music industry and prisons, it's Vanguard and BlackRock because they have major stake in Warner Records, Universal Music Group, and Sony Music Group, which are the record labels, and the prison companies, which are Core Civic and GEO Group. So yeah, there's that connection right there. And I had heard that there was a narrative being pushed in order to perpetuate a specific lifestyle, which led to, prison. But I didn't connect the two, that they were like the owners of the prison, and that's why. So that is absolutely crazy.
Why?
All right, so I want to know what you think. Do you think that Katy Perry is actually trying to tell us something? Or do you think it's simply the power of persuasion? And because those words are there, those are the words that you hear. It's kind of like ghost hunters, you know? They're always like, oh, did you hear that? He said, I'm going to eat you, but it's all right. And because it said, I'm going to eat you on there, you're like, oh, yeah, it definitely said, I'm going to eat you. Either way, let me know.
The Eagles have indicated that Hotel California is a metaphor for the lifestyle of fame, fortune, and hedonism that was prevalent in the music industry of the 1970s. The album with the eponymous track hit #1 on January 15, 1977, and the song can be interpreted as a critique of a society obsessed with wealth and superficial pleasures. The song also explores the theme of illusion versus reality, where the narrator is drawn to the deceptive beauty and glamour of the hotel, only to discover its darker, more sinister side. This can be seen as a metaphor for the disillusionment one might feel when the glamorous life they sought leaves them unfulfilled.
You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
It's almost like an older version of Californication. Now, I had always thought that it was about going to rehab for like heroin use. That's what I was told, and then when I thought about it and listened to the lyrics, it kind of made sense, right? But yeah, I've actually found several different videos that tell different explanations of what this song is about. So here's another one real quick. It's a little long, so hang with me.
On a dark desert highway. Do y'all want to learn the true occult and esoteric meaning of one of the greatest rock songs ever created, Hotel California by the Eagles? Although it's really hard to find good information on this theory these days on the internet of censorship, with a little bit of digging and detective work, you're going to find that this song has some very deep and dark undertones. Among very small and secretive circles of people, it is well known that certain people in Hollywood and the music industry were a part of a strange cult. And it was all centered around a satanic church that was founded in 1969. This church was actually re-outfitted from a Christian church that existed there before. So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine, he said. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. Wine is a representation of the blood of Christ. The Spirit is the Holy Spirit which moves through him. And because this church was converted from a Christian church to a satanic one in 1969, you no longer have the Spirit of Christ in that building. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, she said. We are all just prisoners here of our own device. So the mirrors on the ceiling obviously represent lust, and the pink champagne, gluttony, drinking, being merry, and not paying attention to God. Being a prisoner of your own device is being a prisoner of your lower primal nature, that which is hell. And in the master's chambers, they gather for the feast. They try to stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. The master in this line is the adversary, or Satan, if you will. And the chambers is this world in the current age, which is his. Going to this feast is a representation of the animal nature of man, which lives in a three-dimensional reality. The stabbing of the beast is trying to work through this world and rise up through it, but you just can't kill the beast, the Babylon beast system. There's a very interesting dynamic among the greatest artists of our time. While they often embedded these subtle secrets into their art to give you an understanding of what this reality really is and what the problems are of our current age, their lives, their careers, their motivations, and the very nature of their artistic expression was intimately intertwined and interconnected with the motivations of the Dark Cabal and their master plan.
That one took a total satanic route, right? There's so many different points of view for Hotel California. And all I know is that if you go to karaoke night, someone is singing Hotel California. And someone is also singing Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a huge mistake. Freddie Mercury couldn't even sing Bohemian Rhapsody, y'all. Come on.
If you want a masterclass in frequency manipulation, look no further than to Billie Eilish and her new song, Lunch. The science of frequency manipulation is supported within science and outside of science. If you don't believe me, let's look at this. Billie Eilish's new song, Lunch, is in the key of B minor and has a BPM of 125. People from all over the internet have discussed how when listening to this song, it makes them feel sexy and salacious. In fact, there are some women who also talk about how they've questioned their sexuality a little bit while listening to the song, and it's all because of the frequencies. First, let's talk about the BPMs of the song. The BPM stand for the beats per minute, and this actually dictates how your mind and body respond to the movement of the song. Billie Eilish's song Lunch is at a 125 BPM, which, according to science, actually is around the same BPM of somebody who is sexually aroused. So the song is already manipulating you just by the beats per minute because it's replicating the same heartbeat that you have while you are hot and bothered. Now let's talk about the most important part of this, which is the frequency of the song, otherwise known as B minor. The root frequency of B minor is B, which is 493.883 hertz. And this is super important because B is the same resonant frequency as your solar plexus chakra. And people have no idea how this stuff connects, and it's crazy that they don't, because this is why frequencies are so important when it comes to music.
Okay, so I know who Billie Eilish is, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard any of Billie Eilish's songs before. I just went and listened to that. And not only did I listen to it, I also watched the music video as I was listening to it. And everything that fella said, it totally checks out, 100% checks out. True, yeah. But that's just me personally, and I don't know if I had already had a seed planted in my head that that's the way that I was going to feel, and perhaps I made it happen because I wanted it to be true. So I don't know. If you haven't heard that song, you should go check it out and then let me know what you think about it. Because it's a little weird. It was a little weird.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Another conspiracy, let's see where this one goes. Will it be aliens or Garth or maybe clones? Did the Anunnaki come from the stars? Zechariah Sitchin was really spitting bars. It's something without evidence, a sprinkle of the truth. Conspiracies that captivate the youth. So take the skulls and elongate them in your mind. It's not head binding, it's an alien you'll find. Giants buried underground, the pyramids are tombs. And there's reptilians messing with your womb. It's something without evidence, a sprinkle of the truth. Conspiracies that captivate the youth. It's something without evidence, sprinkle of the truth. Conspiracies that captivate the youth.
I thought that was such a good song and such a good place to end it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Thank you so much, Anaya Young, for the wonderful suggestion. I had a great time with it, and I hope you did too. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to watch some different stuff. I'm going to say different things, and it's going to be fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful day.